There are a growing number of people in society today who really focus on our environment, sustainability and the moral decisions taken by governments and organisations around the world. In the UK, this has most recently been highlighted by MPs voting to pass a motion to declare an environment and climate emergency, largely due to campaigning and pressures from environmental activist group Extinction Rebellion. Over the past 12 months we have seen an increase in client inquiries about ethical investments, so I thought it would be beneficial to provide you with some clarity. Ethical investing is a strategy which seeks to provide both a financial return and also have a positive social environmental impact. It focuses on negative screening and avoiding investing in companies that support industries such as tobacco, gambling and many other areas. Environmental, social and governance, or ESG investing, focuses on companies demonstrating their approach to the environment, social responsibility and their own governance practices. This is the opposite approach with a focus on positive screening. Social responsible investing, or SRI, looks to provide positive social outcomes through the investments made and is therefore a blend of ethical investing and ESG and provides a more comprehensive approach to investing ethically. Impact investments can be made in both emerging and developed markets, focusing on an outcome or impact that will be positive in an ethical sense, while still investing in certain companies. Sustainable Development Goals, or SDG, are part of the United Nations blueprint set out to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. They address the global challenges we face, including those related to poverty, inequality, climate, environmental degradation, prosperity and peace and justice. But does it work? One of the arguments against ethical investing has been the lack of product development and sustainable investment solutions. There has, however, been an increase in availability and awareness in the last few years, with investment providers promoting these product ranges more frequently. A further challenge has been on performance. Although ethical investments have been available for a number of years, the impression was that investment returns have to be sacrificed due to the focus on social and ethical impact. While some investments do try to prioritise a social responsibility over performance, this will depend on the individual investments. Research undertaken by the Global Impact Investing Network shows clients are looking for a balance between achieving a level of social responsibility and maintaining average market returns. From a financial performance point of view, the majority of clients who are investing in these products are either in line with or outperforming their expectations, with only 9% feeling the investments are underperforming relative to their expectations.
Active Chartered Financial Planners is one of only a small number of firms in the region to have adopted the Personal Finance Society's Pension Transfer Gold Standard. The Gold Standard is a voluntary code of professional standards based on principles of good practice in safeguarded and defined benefit transfer advice. It aims to raise customer confidence in the industry and is designed to encourage firms to be open and transparent when supporting customers who are transferring their pensions. The key principles behind the Gold Standard include helping clients to understand when advice is appropriate, ensuring the client understands and accepts all charges, and helping clients to understand the cost of transferring benefits. At Active, we constantly strive to improve how we deliver our service. We do this in a number of ways, whether it's through our gold level investors and people, the commitment we make to training and developing our staff, a number of which now have chartered status, or through adopting the gold standard principles for pension transfer advice. As a firm, Active has advised on almost £28 million of pension funds in the last 12 months alone, and it's essential that our clients feel confident in our advice. The code that the Personal Finance Society has set out is purely voluntary, but we believe it's important to show our customers that we've chosen to meet the highest standards possible and that we are an ethical and trustworthy firm. We won't rest on our laurels now we've adopted the gold standard. We will continue to develop our excellent technical skills to meet and exceed our customers' expectations.
RDR and MiFID II are acronyms that mean nothing to most people, but you may, or at least should, be benefiting from the changes that they brought about. Pension simplification took effect from 2006 and aimed to simplify pension provision into one single regime. The Retail Distribution Review, or RDR, came into force in 2012, ensuring transparency and fairness in the investment industry. RDR rules stipulated that investment advisors like Active had to split into two clear, distinct categories: independent and restricted. Advisors were also required to be much higher qualified than they had been previously, ultimately raising the standards required. This upskilling ultimately created a culture within our firm to continuously self-develop, aiming much higher than the standards set by the regulator, now reflected in our chartered status. The biggest change was that financial advisors were no longer allowed to receive commissions from fund companies when they sold investment products. So from January 2013, instead of paying the advisor indirectly through these commissions, you agreed on all fees from all parties up front. At Active, we'd already worked in this way for many years, so it was music to our ears. Fast forward to 2018 and the introduction of MiFID II, the Markets in Financial Instruments Directive. It's the cornerstone of the EU's regulation of financial markets, seeking to improve their competitiveness by creating a single market for investment services and activities. It introduced many enhancements to create greater protection for investors, but the key visible aspects relates to the service that you receive and the charges that you actually pay. For most clients, an ongoing charge will apply for the service being provided. In return for this fee, you should be receiving an ongoing service, including a review on an annual or 6-monthly basis, with the results being communicated to you. The amount of work your financial advisor has to do on a day-to-day basis has also increased, with much of it going on behind the scenes. The strength and experience we have here at Active has helped tremendously when implementing these changes when they arise. Change is never easy, but we have always tried to embrace it early and well ahead of our peers. This has allowed Active to thrive into what you see today and will continue to see for many more years to come. We're passionate about educating our clients about why we operate as we do and what good practice should look like. To us, it's just as important as the financial planning work we do for you on a day-to-day basis.
Here at Active, we have invested heavily over many years to ensure our culture can be defined both as how we do things and why we do things. We have a clear company vision and set of company values that are embedded and understood by our entire team, no matter what role they play. We strive to reach the highest possible standards at Active. Our coveted Chartered Financial Planner firm status, awarded by the Chartered Insurance Institute, shows commitment towards ethical behaviours and higher levels of expertise. This means being 100% committed to acting in our clients' best interests at all times. In 2018, we evolved our brand and culture, creating the Active spirit, which helps to underpin the firm we are, transparent with crystal clear advice for all clients. Our flexible approach to work is built on trust, and our team are rewarded largely on their behaviours and commitment to delivering excellence for clients. We believe that a clear culture drives the right behaviours, leading to the fair treatment of our clients. We have been praised for our open culture by Investors in People when they awarded us with the prestigious Gold Standard initially in 2013, then for the second consecutive time in 2017. They identified that our investment in people development directly correlated with our credibility in the industry and enhanced client confidence. In 2018, Active won North East Employer of the Year at the Federation of Small Business Awards, and most recently in 2019 we were named as one of the best financial advisors to work for at the National Professional Advisor Awards. We are committed to supporting wider initiatives that benefit our local communities, as well as developing our own profession. The firm is a proud patron of the Middlesbrough and Teesside Philanthropic Foundation, of which our MD, Carl Pemberton, is a trustee, and a corporate partner of High Tide Foundation, where I am also a trustee. Mark Dobin is a business board director and trustee for Making Something Happen. Lisa Pontoni was recently appointed ambassador for the CII's Ensuring Women's Futures programme, and Andrew Gilmore volunteers his time as an education officer with a Personal Finance Society, working with students to help them understand the importance of financial planning. So, in an extremely densely populated industry, where on paper we can all technically do the same job, would you want to deal with someone who just meets the desired standards? Or would you prefer a firm that goes above and beyond to exceed them?